Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. Hope you all are well. Sorry, I was listening to the intro because it was a little choppy on my end, so I was just making sure that didn't come through. Probably a computer thing, not a broadcasting thing. So, it is Travel Wednesday, and what more appropriate than massive travel delays? So I'm going to try and be objective, read the news, and also give my opinion. We're also up on Rumble. Go hit that thumbs up. Stupid. It's still a plusie in my heart. Over there. Blah, blah, blah. Let's make sure we're up. Yep, we're up on Rumble. Fantastic. I'm a little late on everything, but I couldn't get to it any sooner. And I kind of wanted to wait for things to develop. I don't think our lovely president, fearless leader, has given any statements. We'll check. I mean, I know he's given a statement, but I don't know that he's came out live and said anything. If anybody knows anything else, please let me know. So, just bringing up Rumble chat. Give me just a moment. There we go. Perfect. Rumble looks like they changed their live chat again. Hopefully it's better. We can only hope. So, now that we're all that's done, let's get started and let's say hi to everybody. Matthew, on that, yes, sir. I'm glad you realized the error of your ways, friend. I'm just playing, but not really. So, what I've always told people is if a police officer asks you to get out of the car, dance naked, and stand on your head, do it, and then sue the police department at a later time, and you'll become a very rich man or woman. Impish, good morning. Mightiest of the meat. Pixelated, good to see you. Apostle Steve, how's that morning sickness? Man Bun, good to see you. An interesting conversation last night around Man Bun. Shade, good morning. Hey, Aaron, good to see you. Mr. Valhalla awaits. What's up, buddy? Let's see. So I tried to get a flight-aware flight board from back then because it updates continuously, which sucks. But let me. The federal government in general is very, very underprotected. It's surprising that more intrusions don't happen. That's exactly what it was. Yeah, and that's a true statement. And obviously, I have my bias. I'm going to do the best that I can, but you can't read the black and white letter of the documents from the news because they're lying. I didn't even think about aliens. You're probably right, Impish. Yeah, it happens. It's really late for you, isn't it? It's like 2-ish. Morning, Rabbit. Okay. We'll just wait for Man Bun to get back. I'm just going to kick back and let me know when you get back. All right, I think she's gone. Let's not tell her we kept going. It's easy. It is always aliens. So the Detroit Free Press said something funny the other day. They put out a tweet saying there's a glowing orb floating over the sky in southeast Michigan, and everybody was freaking out or whatever that it was aliens. And it turned out it was the sun, because it's one of our, in Michigan, I think we have like 3 sunny days the entire year. So they were making fun of it. I thought it was pretty good. So it is always cloudy here. What's up, Greedy? Well, that's exactly what Man Bud's doing. She's getting us all Chick-fil-A. So it is. And I'm gonna take a stab at woke here, Matthew. It used to be noticed to all airmen, but that was gendered language, so they turned it to notice to all air missions. Where is it at? So Flight Aware, and I probably could have screenshotted something, but Flight Aware. ADSB exchange. Jude, you didn't miss anything. We're just getting started. So ADSB exchange. I haven't tried that one. Maybe I'll check that one out real quick. I forgot what the. So Monkeyworks is he's a great channel for. He does tracking every day and all kinds of stuff. It's a good watch. It's well, here I can put. I haven't seen if he went live on this. I assume he did. Let me see. But he's a great channel. If you're into the stuff, former military guy. And he tracks troop movements. He tracks all kinds of stuff like that. So I don't know him personally. Would like to. If you're listening, Monkey, I got you, bro. Let's go. He's not listening. That's Monkeyworks. Oh, I got to put in my link tree too. It's somewhere around here. It's in Discord. Or it's on all the stuff that Impish made. Duh. I know, no one listens to me. It's okay. I've accepted it. Okay, now we got all that stupid stuff done. Valhalla Waits did not get his beauty sleep last night because he was up watching movies with Sean and Sleazy. So, he said he's not pretty enough to get on camera because I texted him. Yeah, I called you out, brother. Called you out, brother. But I love you. This one's interesting because it shows the. Well, here. Well, nothing changed in the look department. I'm sorry you're not feeling great, but what's up, Greedy? Oh, it went like that. Went like that. I'm drinking one right now. So let's get into this. I can't see chat for a moment, so while we're going through this, but so see these hex IDs when we were talking when Hayden was covering the Elon Musk story about the tracking his flight and all that stuff. These hex IDs are unique signs given to aircraft from the FAA. When you're, I don't know if there's any. Let's filter military because that will be. There we go. So it's not going to tell me. But anyways, certain flights, like if you saw Air Force One or you saw certain military planes, they'll have or VIPs like Elon Musk. They will have rotating hex codes, so you can't track them. Well, those are rotating hexes are, predicted, computer predicted. So if you have enough information and enough data and potentially even the program being used, you can anticipate those hex codes coming up. So that's what that gentleman's doing. So you're a free traveler. What's up, Jonathan? I agree, buddy. Well, yeah, you can watch them fly, but you don't necessarily know because, well, yeah, and that's the thing. Like when they want to, like certain military flights, they will rotate hexes, and you will never find them. So, morning, Linda. So there is an uptick of military aircraft on because these are all mil. So what do we got there? Globemaster. What's this guy going? So like this guy, he has no call sign, rotating hex, flying out of DC. So, and he has no flight path. So that's one of those. It's up there and we can see it on radar, but Yeah, it was kind of eerie this morning when I didn't see any. Why in the hell is there a MiG? Or am I reading that incorrectly? Oh, it's a T-38. I thought it was a MiG. Okay, never mind. Call sign MG1. MiGs are Russian planes. Russian fighters. There's a couple of helos up. There's a Black Hawk up over Pennsylvania. And a Chinook. So there's quite an uptick of military aircraft, which is odd, especially East Coast. This is not normal. Where's this guy going? Going to Omaha, Nebraska. 135. These planes are cool. A-10 Thunderbolts or A-10 Warthogs. They're, those are beautiful. There's some no-call signs over Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania seems pretty hot for whatever reason. C-17. Another C-17. So there's probably some fighters up. Like fighters you won't see unless they want you to. Ooh. A P-8 Poseidon running routes all the way down the East Coast. With no call sign, no anything. Okay, so, sorry. There are 3 P-8s. Oh, wow. Damn. That's interesting. Not normal, beg to differ. AC-130s. There is, but there's a lot more up than usual. A lot more up than usual. And a lot of no call signs. So. And usually if you see a lot of them, there's fighters somewhere. Because they resupply. Empty call sign. There's a strato tanker. So that's definitely, there's definitely fighters somewhere in this area. Yeah, here's another strato. So, strato tanker. So there's quite a few stratos up too. C-130. C-130. DC-10. Yeah, so there's a lot of support aircraft up. And there's obviously one fighter on the screen, so there's probably more. This is, let's see what's going on here, because there's a military base right here. So there it is, Osprey, up and running routes. That's not uncommon there, but Super King. I want to check Selfridge, and then I'll stop playing. Nothing out of Selfridge. Okay. Selfridge is like right up here. Okay. So let's, I'm done playing. Sorry. What's going on? We'll get into that in just a second. Wouldn't EA6P be over? I don't know. That would be pretty incredible. Well, I understand that there's a lot of them up every day, but oh, really? I have reservations about that. But 29 Palms, California. Oh, shit. I think I got rid of it. Oh, no, I didn't. And I understand there's training and stuff like that, but it seems like there's an uptick in 237. I don't know. Oh, that was just on screen. How many are total in the U.S.? 366. It's usually around 200, 250 midday, from what I've seen historically. So it's a little heavy. Yeah, here's some for Lady Autumn Sky. Good to see you. I don't know what 29 Palms specifically is, but this is what we got over at California. Some TD-38s. And then I think we got some fighters down here, Cobras. This should be a Strato. Yep. Or a Phoenix. A10. No call sign. Pegasus. K46A Pegasus. We have so many freaking aircraft. It's ridiculous in the military. MLAT. All right. Now while we're at it, I forget exactly where, but our B-2s, our long-range stealth bombers, are somewhere in here. I want to say they're in Omaha, but I'm not certain. But if anybody knows, what's up, cool? Yes, dear. I just looked at the West Coast. Yeah, there's barely anything over the West Coast. So, yeah, we'll get into that. Sorry, I'm done playing. I had to. C-17, Strato tankers. So there's a lot of tankers up over the Great Plains. Yeah. There's some in Colombia. You think they're bringing back some cocaine? Anyways, okay, I said I was stopping playing. I'm done playing. There we go. So, this morning, I am focusing, Impish. That's what I just said. 9/11, and then this morning. That's why this is pretty big news. Let's watch a little bit of this Fox News. See what they have to say.
Meet Ben. He's a senior manager at Extreme Express, a logistics company.
Slack helps
I
us
have
do more
ad
with
blocker
less,
on. What the?
having all of our file sharing and communications in one place that's easily searchable.
Get 50% off Slack Pro, a more efficient way to work.
Let's see what they have to say.
We start with the Fox News alert. Hundreds of flights from coast to coast are either delayed or canceled right now after the FAA experienced a computer system outage.
United Airlines just announced all of its flights are grounded until at least 10 a.m. Eastern time.
Todd Pyro is following the latest developments for us. Todd?
What a tough time to fly, whether it's last year around Christmas and holiday time to now, the FAA announcing a total system failure nationwide, impacting hundreds of flights. Let's take a live look We are going to Orlando Sanford International, where all flights are delayed until further notice. The FAA tweeting it is, quote, experiencing an outage with its Notice to Air missions system, which provides critical flight safety operation information. We are closely monitoring the situation, which impacts all airlines, and working with the FAA to minimize disruption to our operation and customers. We encourage customers to check aa.com for the...
All right, perfect. Whatever. So the White House announced that Wednesday, President Biden has been briefed on a massive FAA outage. Shit, sorry. And that's my phone. Let me turn that off. Though asserting that no evidence it was caused by any cyber attack. So it was caused by a cyber attack. The president has been briefed by Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg. No, I have a Samsung. Do I have a Samsung? I don't know what the hell I have. Anyways, this morning on the FAA system outage, White House Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre Jacques Cousteau tweeted before 7:40 a.m. Eastern, there's no evidence of cyber attacks at this point, but President directed DOT, Department of Transportation, to conduct a full investigation into the causes. The FAA will provide regular updates. Could be the same. Could be the same person calling both of us, but I don't think so. An FAA system failure prompted massive flight delays Wednesday morning. All domestic departures were grounded until 9 a.m., though the Federal Aviation Administration said some departures were resuming at Newark Liberty and Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson airports due to air traffic congestion in those areas. The FAA said it's still working to fully restore the Notice to Air men, I'm going to use the old one, systems following an outage. The FAA has ordered airlines to pause all domestic departures until 9 a.m. Eastern to allow the agency to validate the integrity of flight and safety information. The agency's last update said fantastic. At 8 a.m. Eastern, there were more than 2,500 delayed flights into or out of the United States, according to the flight tracking website FlightAware, exceeding the number of all delayed flights on the previous day. More than 150 have been canceled. Those numbers are likely to grow. More than 21,000 flights were scheduled to take off in the U.S. today, mostly domestic trips, and about 1,840, that was a weird way to say that, international flights are expected to fly to the United States, according to aviation data firm Curium. Biden addressed the FAA issue Wednesday before leaving the White House, probably for Delaware. It's Wednesday, work week over. He said he had just been briefed by Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, who told him they still had not identified what went wrong. I just spoke to Buttigieg. They don't know what the cause is, but I was on the phone with him about 10 minutes, Biden said. I told him to report directly to me when they find out. Air traffic can still land safely, just not take off right now. We don't know what the cause of this is. Buttigieg said in a tweet that he's in touch with the FAA and monitoring the situation. Well, that's good that he's on the job. Finally. Most delays were concentrated along the East Coast, but were beginning to spread west. Inbound international flights to Miami International Airport continue to land, but all departures have been delayed since 6:30 a.m. said airport spokesman Greg Chin. So that's what Fox has to say. Let's also check out Reuters. Washington, January 11. President Joe Biden has ordered an investigation into FAA system outage that grounded flights across the country Wednesday morning and said the cause of the failure was unknown. So, should have a good sense in a couple hours what triggered the outage. We'll respond at that time, Biden said, asking if the outage was caused by a cyber attack. He said, "We don't know." That's a good question. Oh, like I said, he called me too. It was the same person. Don't know how, but yeah, I always thought that was funny when I used to work for the government and there were stakeholders. Like who's your stakeholders? Well, that's where we're getting to the bottom of this, buddy. Like, definitely not a cyber attack means, maybe it was a cyber attack. Oh. They don't know what the cause is, Biden said. Aircraft can land safely, just not take off right now. That's kind of odd. So, maybe. Yeah, it's going to be a year. Very likely. I would check with your flight provider. Keep an eye on the board because these obviously cascade. So when there's a flight delay and one this big, it's the first time since September 11th that they've grounded all the flights. It's going to have significant issues. So I would assume that it's going to be delayed and or canceled. Agreed. Well, the ports were all bought by China. So, Yep. 100%. Yeah, and so anybody that was canceled or couldn't make it stay, they're going to push those back, and it takes a couple days to work out this big of a interruption. So, I don't know how they could land. I think it might have just been a. Hence wanting to know what I missed something. Oh, that's perfect. Let's put Daryl Brooks in every control tower in the U.S. and he can just hold up his notes. They were very effective. For Matthew, updated 47 minutes ago. Axios, shortly before 9 a.m. that it would allow normal air traffic operations to resume following an outage of its notice to airmen system, which sends notifications to pilots about flight restrictions, hazards, or broken equipment. Grounds. Well, yeah, and it's China Ports Communication. Yep. It's one of those it's one of those things where the planes are up, and since 9/11, they can only have enough fuel to make it to their destination. So, of course, they have to land them and land them safely, or you'd make, you'd kill a lot of people. So, I think that they just clear the runways and go low tech, or just there's phones on them, just communicate by phone, something like that. I don't know, but I'm sure there's a way around it. Or at least I would hope that they have a way around it, but getting everyone down safely would be a priority. Adding new planes to the mix would be difficult. Oh yeah, I'm sure. The latest, Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg confirmed on Twitter that the safety system affected by the overnight outage is fully restored, and that efforts were underway to determine what caused the outage. The FAA said it would allow flight departures to resume from... We read that already. Oh, that's great. The FAA has been without a permanent leader since March, with President Biden's nominee to the position. Denver International Airport is crazy. We'll go into the rabbit hole of that at some point. CEO Phil Washington, not yet receiving a confirmation hearing. Washington has already faced questions regarding his lack of aviation experience. That's the perfect person to put in there. Was presented with another hurdle in September when he was named in a criminal search in Los Angeles related to his time as CEO of the Los Angeles Metro Transit Agency. Fantastic. As of 11:37 a.m., so about an hour ago, Eastern, oh, really? Yeah, we'll do a Denver deep dive. Maybe tonight. Oh, tonight's Wednesday. We don't have a night show. Maybe tomorrow. Yes, very much. Oh, take some pictures then. So we have actual. Do what? We already did. That's why you're pregnant. As 11:37 Eastern, there were nearly 7,000 flight delays into or out of the U.S. on Wednesday, according to data from FlightAware. Nearly 1,100 flight cancellations within, into, or out of the U.S. So it sounds like, just to me, you said it, Steve. It sounds like to me that it was not comms. It was other systems. And my heat just turned on. I apologize. Yeah, do that too. But take a video of it. Give the Freep some love. Operations at Detroit Metro Airport returning to normal after flight delays, disruptions. Flight operations returning to normal at Detroit Metro and other airports nationwide. Blah, blah, blah. I wasn't going to read the whole thing. Of course, Detroit Metro. It's CADX, Maine. Blah, blah, blah. That's just saying the same shit. They just copy and paste it. I mean, same crap. Seeing if there's anything. Air travel across the U.S. thrown into chaos after computer outage. Well, that sounds much fun. More fun. Oh, this is interesting. Not this one. Yeah, this is just the same thing. I've been flying 53 years. I've never heard the system go down like this, Cox said. So something unusual happened. No. Flights for the U.S. Air Mobility Command were not affected. Well, that's good because that's on a different system, and that would be terrible. Hey, what's up, Leanie? There are many, so if you get to, oh, I know the grid is the grid is just asking for it. It's like that girl, the drunk girl at the bar in a short skirt, just asking for it, right, Impish? I'm kidding. But the power plants or power grid is terribly unprotected, and on top of that, to replace or bring it back up would be a massive undertaking that would take many years. So, yeah, definitely not a cyber attack. I take it that you're saying that jokingly, but I don't have a good Aussie accent. Crikey, mate. Watch as the Boeing 747 is about to be pushed out of its aircraft nest by its mama Boeing. That's my best. Here, we'll pull that. Audience interaction. There you go. Polls up. Should be up. What? What did I do this time? Yeah, our water system is very unprotected as well. Thanks, Kaiser. Well, I agree with that. Ask Sleazy. We'll talk about this later. I didn't know you could hear. If we're talking about the same thing. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the upside is maybe if China buys us and, takes over, then we can get nice things again. So, let's see. Similar stories, European flights appear to be largely unaffected. So they thought that it would be set up before, remaining on schedule, transatlantic flights, blah, blah, blah. So they were confident that it was going to get figured out pretty quickly. So, and I thought this one was interesting as well, but definitely not a cyber attack. That's what we learned today. Wow, I'm proud of you guys. I'm going to end the poll before you guys change your mind. Was my Aussie impression okay? 53%. Terrible. 23%. Not so good. 15%. And great. 7%. Somebody thought it was great. I don't know that I could do it over, honestly, Jude. Go back like 2 minutes. Yeah, chat's being nice to me today. Something's wrong. Oh, Aaron, I know you were going to say fantastic or whatever. So you're terrible. All right, so going over to the Hill, a former Federal Aviation Administration official on Wednesday eyed system capacity issues as a possible cause of the overnight computer outage that caused thousands of flight delays. I don't believe that. I don't believe that one bit. I can't believe that because then the world will.
Ha! Gay! Ha! Gay!
There, you got 2 of them. I know you guys have been nice to me today. That's true. Just put us in a paradox. The Linda paradox. The system capacity is the biggest issue, just similar to what happened with Southwest Airlines with their system. The system is immeasurably complex, and they're not upgrading their system as things move forward. Then they're going to find themselves in a difficult situation. Aviation safety analyst David Saucy. He's Saucy. Said in an interview with NPR1. The FAA computer outage forced a pause on all domestic flights, blah, blah, blah. We got that. It really gives me all the information for anything that's abnormal on the flight, 25 miles to the left, 25 miles to the right, all the way through. So if you have any kind of interruptions, even cranes, anything like that on your approach, all that will be in my NOTAM system so that you know it's safe to land here. So he's directly refuting that it was safe to land. So that's interesting. The pause was lifted early Wednesday with all systems back online, but Sosi says a very concerning disclaimer was added to alert pilots that some NOTAMs aren't yet included in the system now that it's returned to operation, asking flyers to take extra precautions. So even after they fixed it, quote unquote. They have not fixed it, quote unquote. Well, Bo Jiden and Corn Pop. I've never listened to myself 2 times. Maybe I'll do that after. Babies? What's up, Puffer? Good to see you. Why did your brain just explode? Oh, because Linda led. She tried to work herself out of it, but do we have baby goats? All right, buddy, take off. Oh, they're in the process, but we haven't popped one out yet. Gotcha. And then it makes you click a button that says, yeah, I read this, so it's very concerning. And now it's basically shifted responsibility back to the pilots and airlines. So they're just saying, watch out. So, okay, I'm sorry. Oh, speaking of talking to, is Sean in Discord? Because if he is, I'm going to ban him. Because he has a habit of hanging out in general and missing the show. It's terrible, Sean. Speaking of Discord, Jonathan, you're a winner, buddy. Oh, I can just share it right here. Courtesy of Jonathan. Very accurate, in my opinion. I just praise you, and then you say stuff like that, Jonathan. You're a terrible man. The FAA outage follows widespread delays and cancellations seen from Southwest Airlines over the holidays due to its issues with airline scheduling system, highlighting concerns about the FAA system capacity. Southsea cast doubt on speculation that the outage could have been caused by a cyber attack. Well, you don't know. I think the system would have gone down in a much different way than it had happened. Yeah, Jonathan wins today. So they're putting a lot on pilots. So pilots are responsible for a lot of things. And when you don't have the NOTAMs up properly, then that is truly concerning. So but this guy's in control of it, guys. So we're in great hands. Very effeminate hands, but great hands. I'll let you guys look at that for just a second. I'm ignoring that. You know who you are. Well, the FBI stopped working on the MAGA Mima case and sees no evidence of a cyber attack. So we can rest assured on that one. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else. Oh. Well, for our UK fam, look at this. Shit. Don't look. Whatever. Yeah, I'm kind of over it. Royal Mail has been left unable to send letters and parcels overseas after the Postal Service suffered a crippling cyber incident. Exactly, but it's not Russia. A company statement warned customers to expect delays or disruptions to packages already sent and urged others not to attempt to send mail internationally while the problems continued. Tuesday morning, and that staff at Royal Mail had been attempting to uncover this since then. 6 sites are affected, including a huge sorting facility next to Heathrow Airport. Wow. Where most outgoing mail is sorted before leaving the UK. No, couldn't be. But that's for you, you wonderful Europeans, British, UKians. I don't know what they call you. Beautiful is what I call you. Oh. Let's listen to what Butt Chug here has to say, and then I'll probably take off and go edit, doxing myself out of the video. %. I think there's an alliance forming between China, Russia, and then all the little players. Yeah, 100%. Ukraine is it's a proxy to distract. So, yeah, whatever. If you want the information, go back and get it before I cut it out. Yeah, India is a curious case because they claim to ally with the... No, Jonathan, I'm not giving you a timestamp. You're going to have to do the work. And please don't dox me until I can go cut it. India is curious because they supposedly side with us, but they've been real buddy-buddy with China.
We've seen, though, domestic attacks on other aspects of our critical infrastructure, the power substations, of course. Are we absolutely positive this was not the result of any nefarious activity, either domestic or foreign?
We're not prepared to rule that out. There hasn't been any indication of that. FBI has spoken to this, and of course, FAA is looking closely at that as well as they work to see exactly what was going on inside the files that were in this system leading to this irregularity. So again, what I would say is there is no direct indication of any kind of external or nefarious activity, but we're not yet prepared to rule that out.
How old is this software? Was it being updated? How long will it take to get it back up and running?
Yeah, this is a system that's been used for many years. It's based on a standard, and every country that manages airspace has a version that kind of ties into a global standard for how to get this important safety message through our aviation, message traffic through our aviation system. It is periodically and continuously upgraded and updated. But I think one of the questions we need to look at right now, and one of the things I'm asking from FAA is, what's the state of the art in this form of message traffic? And again, how is it possible for there to be this level of disruption? I think it's an especially timely moment for us to be taking this up. First of all, of course, to understand just the immediate aftermath, the lessons that are learned from that, but also because we're going into a period where Congress will be looking at a periodic reauthorization of FAA legislation that typically sets what the next 5 years are going to be like for the agency. It is the right time for us to be stepping back and saying, in terms of resources, funding, staff, authorities, systems, is everything set up?
Well, I mean, Rabbit, that's a smart play. You see who's going to win, and you take advantage of that. So it's kind of the weak play, but it's a smart play. So perfect time. Yeah, I think that it won't be long, friends. That's just my personal opinion. What's up, Shizzy? Bro, you need to change your name to Shizzy Wizzy Nut, because that's how it is in my head. So oh, my StreamYard just went down. Oh, now it's back up. Okay. That was weird. Well, I either have to call you Shiz or Shizzy Wizzy Nut. So I'll just call you Shiz. But it is a pizzle whizzle nizzle. Yeah, that works. So my opinion on it is we'll never know. Because if it is a cyber tech, they'll hide it. If not, they'll parade out that it wasn't. So well, Shizzy, you're late for the show, buddy. We're just wrapping up. Never mind, forgot. That was the last. Okay. So yeah, I think that it's kind of odd timing. It is the first time since 9/11 that they were grounded. I think it was different. I think we're going to continue to see more of this. As we saw, there was an article 14 minutes old about the Royal Mail being in Europe, Britain, wherever, being hit with a cyber attack. Well, actually, hang on. Before we leave, we can see we can go through FireEye and see what's going on. Oh, I screwed it up. Give me 1 second. Sorry. This meat it's going to be fire. What's up, Execation? Yeah, I stream at noon Eastern, which is, I believe, 6 o'clock p.m. for you guys. And I haven't seen her in a long time. Maybe I'll try and check up. But the reason I did the noon was because Unicorn 11 used to watch. She was like my first viewer. And that was the best time for her. So that's why I began. I don't like this one. This one's also terrible. But there's definitely... You can watch all different cyber attacks. These are all the attack trends, and these are not obviously government sponsored ones, but there's several sites that you can watch cyber attacks in real time where different things are going and hotspots and all that kind of stuff. So that kind of stuff is out there too, but I don't have a great one up. There's a good one, I just can't remember it. So, oh, she was on last night? Okay. What game? No, this is not going to be a boring year. Nope. XCOMer, if you're just joining us, that was the nuclear triad. We're under attack. I'm just kidding. Oh. Well, I was obviously on another page. Every village needs a village idiot. Yeah, we're going to wish it was boring, but this year's going to be fire and probably on fire. So guys, just stay alert, stay safe. Things are going to get interesting. Things are going to start warming up. As we see, I know how government and media speak is. I'm pretty confident that there is probably some semblance of a cyber attack. Just odd timing and odd scenario to not be. And especially, especially in multiple things and in multiple places at the same time. I've always said that, like, instead of sending our men and women to die on a battlefield, we should just do like each country gets 4 representatives, put them in a cage match, and you can use weapons or whatever, and they just fight it out, and it's just those 4 that are sacrificed, and we put it on pay-per-view, and people will watch and enjoy. I would watch it. I'd live stream it. What's up, Levy? It wasn't. I'm not trying to make it scary, and I'm not an alarmist, and it's just the writing's on the wall, and there's a difference between Thunderdome. There's a difference between being an alarmist and being aware of what's going on around you. So stay vigilant, stay awake, stay around. If anything exciting happens, I'll let y'all know. See, Impish is alarmist. No, I agree with Impish. I agree with you. It is scary. It's gonna get rough. We can see, supply chain issues. We can see things exploding in price, and nobody's helping. So, yeah, always keep your head on the swivel. Definitely 100% not a cyber attack, YouTube. Not a cyber attack. But I hope you all have a great day. Probably see most of you on Hayden's at whatever time he feels like starting today. Me too. Maybe we can talk about that at some point too. But all right, y'all. Have a great day. We'll see you on Hayden's. No show tonight. What's tomorrow? Thursday. Tomorrow's News Thursday. I'll have something fun for tomorrow. So have a good one, and we'll see you later.